Yellowy has been caught up in a lot of drama, but this could be the moment everything falls apart. Shocking new footage has just been released, and it links him to the murder of Mo3. The internet is blowing up. What started out as friendly competition between the two artists quickly turned into a full-blown feud. Diss tracks were being thrown back and forth, and the tension between them reached a breaking point. Mo3 saw it coming. He even rapped about it, warning everyone that he had a target on his back. But when the moment finally came, he never stood a chance. Here's what does not make sense, though Beezy always acted like Mo3 was not even on his level. So, why is his name now tied to the very thing that ended Mo3's life? More importantly, how did it get to this point? On March 20th, 2025, the hip-hop world was shocked when Beezy, whose real name is Maris Conway, was arrested. Authorities say he planned the deadly hit back in November 2020. They claim he hired Sheen Dantrell White to carry out the murder. But the real bombshell is the new video that just surfaced. It has sent social media into a frenzy. The footage shows the tragic moments involving Mo3 and gives everyone an even clearer picture of what happened that day. The big question now is how Beezy went from treating Mo3 like competition to being linked to the murder that took his life. It does not add up. No one expected this, and the new footage has only made things more confusing. The internet is full of speculation, and it is clear that the truth is only beginning to come out. Things are about to get even more intense as more details are revealed. Real name Melvin Noble, Missouri 3 was desperately running for his life along Interstate 35E in Dallas. It was broad daylight on November 24th when everything went horribly wrong. Mo3 abandoned his car and began sprinting down the highway, trying to escape the person chasing him. Luckily, a nearby Kroger 18-wheeler had its camera rolling and captured the entire shocking moment, including the chase that led to Mo3's tragic death. At first, everything in the footage seems normal, just another busy day on the highway. But then, out of nowhere, two cars appear. Mo3's car is on the right, while a black car, driven by a shooter, Sheen Dantrell White, speeds into view on the left. In a carefully planned move, Sheen floors the gas pedal, rushing ahead in an attempt to cut off Mo3's escape route. By now, it was clear that Mo3 realized his life was in danger. But instead of panicking, he stayed calm, slowing down as he looked for a way to get around the black car without becoming an easy target. Every second counted, and every move had to be perfect. Mo3 was doing everything he could to outsmart his pursuer. But then, in a surprising twist, Mo3 made a decision no one expected. Instead of trying to speed past the black car and make a break for it, he took a different approach. Sheen, the man accused of killing Mo3, made a surprising move that seemed to decide Mo3's fate. After he stopped his car, he got out. But what happened next was strange. Instead of running right away, he walked toward the passenger side of his car. Was he reaching for a weapon? If he was, why did he not take it before stepping out of the car? Those few moments of hesitation could have made a big difference. Unfortunately for Mo3, the killer was already on the move. As soon as Sheen stepped out of his car, he had what looked like a submachine gun and began walking toward Mo3's vehicle. Mo3, knowing his life was in danger, jumped out of his car and ran. Without waiting, Sheen chased after him, not hesitating at all. The footage then cuts off, making the situation even more intense. After a while, Sheen is seen running back to his car and driving off, leaving the deadly scene behind. A bystander captured the sad moment when Mo3 was lying on the highway, with someone trying to help him by performing CPR. It was a tragic end for someone with so much talent, lying lifeless on the road, his life slipping away. While it was heartbreaking, his death did not come as a huge surprise. Mo3 had been saying in his songs that he knew he had a target on his back and that there were people who wanted him gone. Now, Beezy, whose real name is Yella Beezy, has been charged with capital murder by a Dallas County grand jury. He is accused of hiring Sheen to kill Mo3 for money or a promise of it. Everyone is left wondering how it all escalated to this point. Beezy and Mo3 had been rivals for a long time. Both were rising stars in Dallas, but they came from different parts of the city and had different circles of friends. Beezy grew up in Oak Cliff, while MO3 was from North Dallas. Beezy's music career took off when he started releasing mixtapes on SoundCloud. However, his big break came in 2017 with his song, That's On Me, from his project Lightwork Volner. The song became very popular, reaching number 25 on the Billboard Hot R&B/hip hop songs chart, and Beezy's career took off from there. By 2018, he was working with big artists like 2 Chainz, T.I., and Boozy Badass, which made him very well known. MO3 had a different path to success. He went to Berkner High School in Richardson and released his first mixtape, Shataz, in 2014. His second project, Shataz Reloaded, got the attention of the rapper Boozy Badass, leading to a close partnership between the two. They even released a joint album in 2020. MO3's song, Everybody, became very popular, reaching number 136 on the Billboard 200 chart. According to his obituary, MO3 knew he had made it when he filmed the music video for Broken Love with Kevin Gates. The song quickly became a hit and helped MO3's career grow even more. MO3's impact was more than just his music. He traveled the world, inspired his fans, and made a difference in many lives. Tragically, he was only 28 years old when he died. He left behind 3 children, daughters Malaysia and Malia, and his son Tremonia. But the rivalry between Beezy and MO3 was not just about music. It was also about who would get the most respect in the Dallas rap scene. Both artists fought over who truly represented Oak Cliff. They took shots at each other on social media and in their music. Though they both said it was not serious, the tension kept growing. One important moment in their feud happened when Roy Pate, a comedian from Dallas who was close to MO3, got involved in their conflict. In 2017, things started to get heated when comedian Roy Lee, known as Roy Pate, began calling out Yella Beezy for saying he was from Oak Cliff. Roy Lee argued that Beezy actually went to school somewhere else and wasn't truly from Oak Cliff. Roy Lee even challenged Beezy to a fight in one of his videos. Then, in October 2018, things took a dark turn when Roy Lee was shot in the leg. While he survived the attack at first, he passed away 2 weeks later on October 13th due to complications from a blood clot. Just hours after Roy Lee's death, on October 14th, Beezy was shot while driving on the Sam Rayburn Tollway. He was hit with 8 bullets, but managed to survive the attack. After the shooting, the internet started to guess whether MO3 had something to do with it. Many people made conspiracy theories, with videos on YouTube trying to connect the two events. However, MO3 made his feelings clear through his music. On what would have been Roy Lee's birthday, MO3 released a diss track aimed at Beezy. He made it obvious that he believed Beezy had something to do with Roy Lee's death. MO3 did not hold back. In the song, he talked about the shooting on the tollway and even mentioned rumors of a $10,000 bounty on his head. He warned that if the rumors were true, someone was going to end up dead. Both Beezy and MO3 weren't shy about addressing the situation in their music. MO3 went all in with his diss track, while Beezy took a different approach. Beezy used footage of himself in the hospital for online videos, almost turning the situation into a promotional moment. At this point, the tension between the two was thick, and it was clear that the rivalry had gotten real in Dallas. You could feel the tension in their music. MO3 wasn't afraid to go after his rivals. His songs like 219 and the Everybody remix had clear shots aimed at Beezy. He accused Beezy of setting up people close to him. Many fans of MO3 believed his lyrics were about real life, not just entertainment. Beezy, on the other hand, didn't fully get involved in the diss tracks. He brushed off questions about MO3, acting like he wasn't a real threat. In interviews, Beezy even said he didn't know who MO3 was, which only added more fuel to the fire. MO3 saw this as disrespect and used his social media to get back at Beezy. He often mocked Beezy, questioning his credibility and making it clear he didn't see Beezy as a real threat. MO3 was known for trolling his rivals, and he was good at it. He used his social media to expose what he saw as Beezy's weaknesses. Whether through Instagram live comments or posts calling Beezy out, MO3 made it clear that he didn't take Beezy seriously. His fans loved it, and they supported him, while some others argued that Beezy was just staying out of unnecessary drama. After MO3's death, Beezy became more active on social media. His label, Empire, posted a tribute to MO3 on Instagram, saying, "Empire has lost a member of our family today. Dallas's own MO3. We share this loss with MO3's family, team, and fans." His infectious personality and unrivaled talent brought joy and therapy to his legion of followers across the country. We can only hope to continue his legacy and push forward with the same energy that MO3 shared with the world. Long live MO3. However, while Beezy's label mourned MO3's death, others in Dallas were celebrating. Beezy went live on Instagram, and when people started commenting about MO3's tragic death, Beezy responded by saying, "What? Ouch, I don't lie, man," showing little respect for the loss. This reaction showed how divided things were between Beezy and MO3's fans and circles. Completely ignored the comments about MO3's death and wrapped up the livestream with a cryptic message, one that felt more like an alibi than anything else, but that wasn't the last time he was caught on camera celebrating his op's downfall at the start of 2021. B took to Instagram once again, this time making it crystal clear how he felt. He posted about ringing in the new year by putting his haters in the dirt, a not-so-subtle jab that had people connecting the dots. "Hey man, new year, new blessings you. Understand me, people made through a hell of a year. You understand anybody that ain't for you, anybody that's going against you, anybody that's goddamn negative. You understand me ain't bringing no positive you know in the world. Gucci put that in the dirt, damn for sure you did. We going take a toast today." And he wasn't the only one making noise. Trap Boy Freddy, another one of MO3's longtime rivals, took to social media not to mourn, but to complain about the traffic caused by the shooting. His reaction had people raising their eyebrows, with many seeing it as more than just bad timing. It felt like a not-so-subtle hint at his involvement. "Man, whoever got the freeway blocked off need to get y'all together. Dog got 'em, ain't on the freeway. They all got the freeway blocked off all the way on Poke Dog that they got going." Freddy didn't stop there. He followed up by posting a tribute to some of his fallen soldiers, a move many saw as a clear sign that revenge had been served. Now, with Yella Beezy indicted by a Dallas County grand jury for capital murder, accused of hiring, it looks like Trap Boy Freddy isn't sticking around to see what happens next. Word on the street is he's on the run. One fan's comment summed up Trap Boy Freddy's situation, saying, "Trap Boy was all up the street recording near MO dead body. Ain't no point of doing this run, buddy. Trap Boy Freddy might just pull a TK on us." Remember TK, the rapper who was on house arrest, but had a brilliant idea just days before his hearing? He posted this, then decided to cut off his ankle monitor and make a run for it. And not only did he go on the run, but he also dropped a whole song in a music video while dodging the feds. Of course, that didn't last long. Us marshals tracked him down, dragged him back to court, and now he's looking at over 5 decades behind bars. Trap Boy Freddy might just be taking notes. Meanwhile, in Dallas, folks had been piecing things together way before the news of Yella Beezy's indictment broke. The whispers had been getting louder, and B couldn't dodge the questions and interviews forever. He denied any involvement every time, but it wasn't just what he said, it was how he said it. The nervous energy, the awkward shifts, the way he acted right after. Yeah, people were reading between the lines. "I did want to ask this, is you barely acknowledged it, you barely ever had anything to say about it, but there was a lot of tension, at least on records or people talking online, between you and MO3. Now that he's passed, how do you view all that?" During his No Jumper interview, he straight up told Adam the Fed that he didn't have any kind of beef with MO3. "I ain't never had no touch with nobody, right? That was it, right? I ain't never been no touch with nobody." He continued by saying, I'm serious, I don't have problem with people, bro. I don't even. He ain't have no problem with me." Fans saw right through his lies, with one guy saying, "The body language says different, look at his legs rocking," while another guy posted, "He checked his phone for no reason, just turned it on and off. That's anxiousness. He's definitely uncomfortable, possibly being related to having involvement in the murder. In any case, MO3's death isn't the only criminal engagement B has had matter of fact. B is quite notorious with the law. Beezy's criminal engagements in November 2021, Dallas rapper Yella Beezy Mary Conway's arrest in Collin County, Texas, shocked the hip-hop community because Yella Beezy, also known as Beezy, had become one of the biggest stars from Dallas. He faced serious charges like sexual assault, child endangerment, and unlawful carrying of a weapon. A woman accused Beezy of raping her during what she thought was a consensual date. She said that when they met, she believed the situation was mutual, but Beezy allegedly forced himself on her. The details of her story were not made public at first, but the charges were serious enough for the police to arrest him and set a high bail. But Beezy's problems did not stop there. In October 2018, Beezy became the target of a terrible shooting while driving on the Sam Rayburn Tollway in Louisville, Texas. Beezy was shot more than a dozen times, but somehow, he survived the attack. He was badly hurt and had to be rushed to the hospital for treatment. Reports say Beezy was driving early in the morning when someone pulled up next to his car and opened fire. His car was filled with bullets, causing him to lose control and crash. Emergency responders quickly arrived and rushed him to the hospital, where he got treatment for his gunshot wounds. Because the attack was so planned and focused, police believed it was a targeted hit, not just random violence. At that time, Beezy was becoming more popular in the Dallas rap scene, and his success had earned him both fans and enemies. The shooting sparked a lot of talk about who might have been behind it. Many people thought it could be linked to his ongoing fight with Mo3, as both artists had been taking shots at each other on social media and in their music. But there was no proof connecting Mo3 to the shooting, and no one was arrested for it. The police did investigate, but they never publicly said who the suspect was or what the motive might have been. While some people thought it was revenge for their feud, others believed it might have been linked to other street conflicts or personal issues outside of music. Then, there was the situation with Boozy Badass. Rumors started that Beezy had been the one to shoot him. Boozy had worked with Mo3 on the song Wade in the Water, and many fans believed that Boozy had chosen Mo3's side in the fight with Beezy. In November 2020, Boozy was shot in the leg in Dallas, right after going to a vigil for Mo3. This only made the drama between Beezy and other rappers worse. Another rapper, Go Yayo from Fort Worth, also had problems with Beezy. Go Yayo often called out Beezy, saying that Beezy was an industry plant and not a real street artist. He claimed that Beezy had industry support to help him get famous, while other local artists had to work harder to get their place. The tension between them was not just about music, it was about who was more authentic. Go Yayo made it clear that he did not think Beezy had the same street background and that Beezy was faking it. He even made fun of Beezy in interviews and on social media, saying that Beezy was not as tough as he seemed in his music and that he was just a product of the music industry. Despite all the problems Beezy has faced, whether they were life-threatening or not, he has managed to escape each one. But will he continue to get away from every problem that comes his way? Only time will tell. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to check out our other videos on your screen. Thanks for watching!